Oh, it looks so gross. But trust me guys, I believe me when I say this is my favorite.
So these are all the fruits we're gonna try. We're gonna try dragon fruit, canary melon, prickly pear, tamarind, Tamarillo, guava, and cherry moa. So let me know if you've tried any of them below. And this one is passion fruit. I didn't try this in this video, but I want to still show it just because of how interesting it looks. And the seeds are really crunchy and it's really sweet. So the corresponding blog post is going to be in the description box below, and there's going to be more info there. And I also have all the references and peer-reviewed articles for the things I'm going to be talking about today down below. So check it out and stay tuned and watch me eat all of these fruits, and maybe you can try them too.
So I don't know about you, but I actually really love and enjoy trying different fruits here and there so that you get a variety of nutrients as well, because it's always good for the body. So I figured this Halloween, instead of buying candy that we're all so used to, Kit Kat, Snickers, gummy bears, trying fruits would be a great way to introduce something new into your family and also into your body so you can get some new nutrients. So these are the candies, nature's candy, that I tried that maybe you can consider trying this year. And what you can even do is make a day out of it. If you have kids, maybe you could take them to the grocery store, pick out some different and unique fruits they've never tried before and maybe you're interested in, and just try something new, because again, we're so used to having the traditional candy, and while fruits are still high in sugar, at least when we're consuming fruits, we're getting a lot more nutrients, higher water intake, as well as fiber and antioxidants. So let's start off my favorite. It is tamarind. It looks like this. To me, it kind of looks like poop, but it tastes delicious. It's nice and sweet. It's like a combination of a raisin as well as a date maybe. And it's high in antioxidants, has a lot of fiber, and yeah, it's just generally overall great for you. So when you open it up, I'll show you how it looks like, or what it looks like. It comes in its own little shell, as you saw, and it's a little wet and sticky. And it has this like vein going alongside it. And you just take that off. Oh, it looks so gross. But trust me guys, I believe me when I say this is my favorite because it tastes so good. And oftentimes I'll just suck on this part, take off any of the extra fruity meatiness, and eat on the tamarind itself. Very good. See, I grew up with this in my household, in my Caribbean household, and you can also get them in like a more dry form, but they're often rolled in like sugar and other things like that. So I like it best in its natural form like this. So tamarinds are also high in magnesium, help with lowering blood pressure, and can even help with weight loss. So it's definitely something to consider and to give a try. Not to mention, they're also very well used in medical treatment. So oftentimes the tamarind leaf is used to treat certain conditions, ailments, and illnesses. So there's a lot of benefits besides just consuming it internally. I will say that I love tamarind so much that I think I have them like around this time every year, around October. I'm not sure if they're in season during this time, but I do find that they help with keeping me regular. And I do have to be careful because with any of these fruits, because of the high fiber content, that it can make you really go. Another fruit you can try this Halloween is cherry moa, and it looks like this. It's known as like the custard apple. Now it's browned a little bit because I've let it sit, but it's high in antioxidants, like a lot of the fruits you're gonna see here, and it's known for really helping with increasing that fiber content, as well as a source of fighting depression. And it's also great for eyesight, and that's something that's recently been researched. And by the way, all the fruits I'll be talking about in this video are going to have peer-reviewed articles and references in the description box below. One thing to know about the cherry moa, if I'm saying it right, is that you should not eat the skin because it can have damaging effects on the nervous system if consumed in large amounts. Next up is dragon fruit. It is so pretty. I just love how it looks. It kind of like reminds me of a zebra. It's been sitting for a little bit, like a couple days, so it's not as white, the flesh here, as it used to be, but it kind of reminds me of a cross between a cucumber and like a pear or something. I'm not quite sure how to put my finger on it, but it's actually not very sweet. So if you're looking for a sugar or a fruit that's low in sugar, this is definitely it. And of course, like all the other fruits, it is high in antioxidants, and it's actually being studied as a way to control the glycemic levels in people who suffer from type 2 diabetes. And yeah, it's just an overall great fruit to have and to give a try because it's so unique, and as you can see, it's easy to just cut open and scoop out, and for that reason I definitely recommend it. Dragon fruit is also great for gut health, so if you're trying to work on just your overall good gut bacteria, you can increase your gut health by just consuming dragon fruit, among other things. Of course, supplements with probiotics are great as well, but obviously having it from the natural food source is a great way to go about doing it. Next up is the canary. Oh my god, it's so liquidy. Is the canary melon. I cut it open. So to me, this is like honeydew. Very similar to honeydew, but it's not as strong in flavor, but it's still sweet and satisfying, and it has that high water content. It has a high vitamin A content, high in fiber, and helps with blood pressure as well as diabetes. So this is definitely something to consider. And again, it's pretty easy. You just cut open into it. There is a lot of water though. And just eat it like a regular watermelon or melon. So next up we have the green large guava. So this is not the guava that I'm used to. I'm used to the guava that's smaller in size, a little bit more sharper in taste. This is more subtle to me, but it does remind me of like an apple with that slight guava undertone. It's pretty solid, but it has that crispness of an apple. UTIs, it helps with menstrual cramps, and it's been studied a lot for medicinal purposes. It's even been studied to help with reducing stomach pain, tumors, and gingivitis if consumed before your regular oral care routine. So yeah, I really actually like this. I'm surprised because, like I said, I'm more used to the smaller ones, more stronger in flavor, but I do enjoy this. I do find though that the seeds that are in here are quite large. Let me see if I can show you. Like this is a seed. It'll show that. And it's quite big. Like it's hard to crunch on. So I could see why people would rather chop this up and kind of discard the seeds or use it in another dish. But yeah, I really like this one. It really is similar to an apple in terms of the texture. Next up is the Tamarillo. This is totally new to me. I've never tried this one before. And it's in the tomato family, which is why to me it kind of tastes like a sweeter version of a tomato. I've already forgotten how it tastes, but it does have a range of a vitamin B, in terms of vitamin B12, vitamin B6, vitamin B1, vitamin B2. It helps with diabetes, and it may also aid in weight loss. So I found this one to not be my favorite amongst everything else. But I could still appreciate the benefits that this fruit provides, and I totally understand why it's in that tomato family, because it kind of has that flavor of a tomato with just a little bit more of a unique flavor. The beautiful thing about the Tamarillo, if I'm saying it right, is it also helps to regulate blood pressure. So if you're suffering from high blood pressure, this may be something that you can consider. You can also eat the skin. But what I did was just scoop it out with a spoon. I did find that when I got closer to the rind, it was very bitter. But yeah, that comes with the territory. I just don't know how to describe it. So the Tamarillo definitely has a unique flavor that I cannot pinpoint. So even more reason for you to give it a try, and let me know in the comments below. I would say definitely though that compared to the guava seeds, these are definitely softer, more gelatinous, easier to chew and swallow. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's just not my go-to. And again, as they get closer to that rind, it gets a little bit bitter. You know what I could say it reminds me of? A little bit like a papaya, and I'm not a fan of papaya, so maybe that's why. Let me know in the comments below what you think about any of these fruits that I've tried so far. So the last one that I tried was the prickly pear. I don't have that here with me because I did eat it all. I did find it to be the most interesting. It had a very mushy texture, and it looked very purplish on the inside. It also had some seeds that were a little bit crunchy yet soft. I'll picture it here, and it is known to actually help with hangovers. So if you have a hangover next time, maybe give a prickly pear a try. And it is also high in antioxidants, has a large amount of fiber, and also satiates your hunger. So it will make you feel a little bit more full. And that's what I noticed with all these fruits. After I tried all of these fruits, I felt very full, very satisfied. My sugar craving was satisfied, and it actually also helped me go to the washroom, if you know what I mean, because of all of that fiber content. So it really does help you stay regular, and that's why consuming fruits in your diet is a good thing. Obviously not in super large amounts, because there's such a thing as too much of anything. So yeah, it's definitely something great to try. And like I said, if you're going to be consuming a large amount of sugar, whether it's fruit, natural fruit, or artificial sugar, at least with the natural fruit, you'll be getting the nutrients as well. So let me know what you think in the comments below. What are your favorite fruits or exotic fruits that you've tried? Have you tried any of the fruits in this video? The fruit that I actually really wanted to try but have not been able to find anywhere is the durian fruit. It's basically, I'll picture it here, it's a large stinky fruit that is so stinky that they often don't have it in food markets, but it kind of tastes like a custard supposedly. I would love to try it, but I just can't find it in my area. But the day I do, I promise you, I am going to give it a try, record it, and post it on YouTube, because it's just such an experience. This is the fun of fitness and health to me. It's just trying new things, getting those nutrients in, and being a little different every day. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and thank you so much for checking out this video. And remember, begin your fitness and health journey today, because nothing's in your way.